I'd also just realised that all the episode titles are song names. Cool. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Reacting Show. I'm Dika. So last time on Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the team were trying to still find ways to track down Tanaka, as due to the unfortunate fumblement of their last mission, he had changed his route plan, so there was no way being able to find him. However, they were able to figure out that he was frequently visiting JK, that Jimmy Kurosaki, who created those BDs, and they were going to use that information to try and get the jump on him by forcing Jimmy to work with them. So after a little bit of a mishap where Jimmy got the jump on them and they were able to take the fight back to his place, and they were able to finally get him to agree to work with them, they were able to set up a plan to jump Tanaka. However, once Tanaka had turned up and realised what was happening, a fight had broken out, which resulted in the death of Jimmy anyway. However, the team were able to finally acquire Tanaka, who they needed to get in the first place. The other thing I'd mentioned was that Maine had mentioned several times that Faraday wasn't telling them what they were looking for, like what was it, why they were after this particular person. And I did mention that I'm worried now this will, with potentially what the team are getting into, this may also lead to more deaths. That the more we kind of find out about this deal and what's going on, the more this will backlash on our friends. But here we are with episode 6.
Maine.
Oh.
When you last snarf anything? Here.
Oh.
It's just some jitters. Ain't nothing to worry about.
Maine. Maine.
Yeah, he's glitching. Shit.
Fuck off! Ain't nobody gonna sit by lemons but me.
Oh. What the hell?
Maine. Stop! Shit, what are you?
Kiwi.
Maine.
Falco.
Jesus.
And what happened to Kiwi?
Oh shit. Yeah, it was. I think he's losing it.
The fuck, Falco? Can't just drop by and not ask me. Why? You're here, so just tell me. Hey! Maine punched her out. She ran into some ice that snagged her and he lost it. Easy, Maine. Next time you start losing it. That's right, cyberpsychosis.
Oh shit. And he keeps taking those. I doubt that'll be good for him.
What? Think I might be losing my grip?
Maine, I didn't mean to.
Give me a solid layoff.
Shit, I wouldn't. That was a slap.
Shit, cause you're faster than me. Cause you're sporting that San Devistan. One that was supposed to be mine.
Arasaka's always watching. Always. We can't just call it off. Don't have a choice. I know that. I believe in you, Lucy. Fine, I'll do it. What? But David has to come with me.
I'm not in a good place. Oh, he's gone back.
Maine!
Oh.
Deep dive port. Why'd you hide it? Keep it a secret. The fact that there's a trap here means there's gotta be a way to get inside.
Everything on a backup runner. Absolutely. Tick-tock, Maine. Arasaka is still short one executive.
I was right. It was you. You're David. You know my name. Please, David, you can help. Stop all this. I'm begging you. I do not wish to die. We just need the data you got. We're not. You so naive, boy. Why would I revoke your explosion after what happened? You have demonstrated unique potential. Do not throw your life away.
The thingy is gonna affect her.
You are blind. Still don't get it. Who do you think paid to make this little stunt of yours possible? It reeks of Militech. All roads lead to the megacorps.
Yeah, what is. What the hell happened to him?
Punching out Kiwi, dropping all this shit on Lucy. You're the one fucking around. The fuck?
Hey, Maine! David! The jammer got fried when Tanaka flatlined.
Yeah.
Trauma team caught the fucking thing.
They're gonna be there.
How the fuck?
Registering gunfire in the service area. Possible hostiles present. You okay?
What's going on? What happened?
Tanaka came to, then he short-circuited for some reason.
What? Why?
What do you mean? You still need the data.
But there's no point. Tanaka was a bust. There was no data.
Right, head to the brush.
Shit! He won't pick up. David, situation looks bad no matter how you slice it. Need to cut our losses and run.
Hear him fighting, don't ya? They're still alive in there. Saw something in there, didn't ya?
She did.
In Tanaka's neural net.
I only wanted.
The fuck you doing, Maine?
Shit, he got her too.
This.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Wow. Oh,
Platinum client confirmed dead.
oh my lord. Yeah. You should just run. I wouldn't even, be there anymore.
Hey, kid. You holding up all right?
Maine, I came to back you up.
The last thing I can do for her.
We got a Delta, or we end up like her. Just fucking try. I'm gonna save you. We're gonna get out of here, Maine. You and me. And
You can't do it.
I don't. Why would you?
It's the end of the line for me. But not for you. Fast is what you do best, ain't it? Just keep running.
Shit, he's gonna have to move. He got his arms. Oh, now that was depressing. That was a very good, very sad, very good episode, and I do apologize. They did know what they were looking for with Tanaka. It was they were trying to get data from him, but it was what they didn't know what was on that data, and what that data was needed for is what Faraday was keeping them in the dark. So I do apologize, but that's what the situation was. But Maine was slowly going into cyberpsychosis. I don't know if it's the effects from last time, but I really did like how they showed him probably when he was younger, before he started booting up with all that metal. He was always running, and then there was this almost this barrier. You could see where it looked like pavement, and then beyond that. So I think that was his limit. He was never going beyond that. Doria can sense it, and he, to the point even David had to call him out on like what the hell's going on. But Maine didn't want to admit that he was slowly going crazy. I think it was a pride thing. I think it's because he always had to, like you mentioned, he was always going for so long. He wasn't gonna. Even Doria said that we're gonna try and downgrade you a little bit. It's probably the metal. And again, pride thing. He wasn't about to do that. He wasn't. However, unfortunately, because of what he was going through, kind of cost them both his and Doria's lives. When after the incident with Kiwi, and they had to get Lucy to do the deep dive instead. When Lucy went to get the data, she realised there was no data, but there was something interesting in that file. There was stuff about David, which was worried. And again, I've got a feeling it was whatever's on this information is what Faraday's boss is after, clearly. And again, this is one of the things that they were keeping him out of the loop. So in that moment when Tanaka was coming to, he was trying to reason with David to say that I've seen their faces, they're not going to keep me alive, they're using as a tool. Because I believe that I was the one who suggested to reinstate you back in school, and I believe that you'd be a tool, not a tool, but we'd be able to realise your potential better, sort of thing. And I think you could see David doesn't want to kill. He doesn't want to kill for no reason. I don't think he's really killed apart from that one guy that was going through cyberpsychosis, who almost shot at Lucy. But I don't think he did want to do that. However, Tanaka ended up dying. He ended up short-circuiting. And in that response, it called upon the trauma team and the police, the police department help, because they were able to locate him now. So this is when, unfortunately, things go down south, like the shit really hits the fan. So when he was able to rescue Lucy, he wants to go back and sort of help them, but Lucy, again, she's afraid of what she saw. But yes, like I said, during the ensuing chaos, Doria got killed in the process. It was unfortunate because she was trying to protect Maine when Maine was losing it. He was shooting at everything and everyone. He wasn't, I guess, sticking to the plan, and you can literally see from his perspective he was glitching. He was always going back to that boundary where he could never go beyond. He was always going back there almost, and I feel like even towards the end when he hit cyberpsychosis, he couldn't see he couldn't really see beyond that anymore. Like, he couldn't really gauge reality, like what was real, what was reality. So unfortunately, yes, he lost Dorio, and he did go on a bit of a rampage. However, he didn't fully turn because he was able to have a conversation with David. He created this funeral pyre for Dorio, and he accepted the fact that, you know what, this is the end for me. I guess out of guilt and remorse of what happened with Dorio, but he knows that he can no longer go on now in this particular state, and probably while he still had parts of his humanity left, he wanted to choose his own death, because once the trauma team realised that their client was dead, Max Tech was called in, and they completely finish you off. They're like the elite force. So he chose in that moment to choose his own death. He wasn't going to go out fighting. He was going to at least have the option to die the way he wanted to, and even said to David, you know, it's the end of the road for me. There's nothing beyond this point. Again, it was literally, and it's like what Jimmy was saying, you either lose yourself or you end up going crazy, you end up dying. So there was no other way around it. There was no hope left for him. And I liked how he said that your thing is your speed. So when he set off the bombs with Max Tech there, he had to really kick in his Sandevistan with midst the explosion, because you could see that it tore Maine apart, grab his arms, because he even said that if I have a flatline, you could have my tech, you could have these arms. And just in that last shot, you could just see the harrowing look on his face. It was quite sad because David was going to stay back. He was shaking. And I love there was that dialogue where even before Lucy did the job, she was like, tell me I can do it. So saying, like, being able to converse with the person you care about, you know, if you could say I can do it, I'll do it. And Maine did say that, you know what, you're not meant to die here. And I remember he was grabbing the gun, even though David, I guess Maine never gave him a choice. It's like, your thing is speed, you need to get out of here. Once the elite team got called in, it was no time for wait. And at that point when he had died, when the explosion happened, I like that you could see younger Maine finally passing that boundary and going beyond. So almost as if he was mentally, I'm not sure, like his physically and mentally was free now. So he was going beyond that border and running off into the unknown. So yeah, that harrowing look, poor David, he looked absolutely traumatized because he couldn't do or say anything else to save Maine. And yeah, he literally had to see his friend die in that explosion slowly because David would be moving so fast. And on top of that, feeling as if he was literally incapable of doing anything to save him. So yes, I told you I'm a little bit concerned now what they were going to do with this data. There was no data, but what they want to do with the file that they found, and now what's next for the team, because with the death of Maine and Dorio, I wonder if their contract still holds. I wonder if Faraday's going to try and get through to Lucy, try and contact her, because essentially I don't know if they're still being billed or if they're still on contract or something. But I wonder what they're going to do from here, because even David was trying to say to Lucy, we can leave it, we don't have to do this, but Lucy said to him that we can't just walk away, they always have eyes on us, they'll always find us, we can't just sort of leave. So I'm really worried for these two and what their next stage will be. But that was a really good episode, and I wonder if Arasaka is the ones behind wanting to get this data. Well, Tanaka wanted David to come over and, you know, join Arasaka, the corporation. Again, right at the beginning they mentioned about how he might be good for the trials. I don't know what they were on about, but I'm wondering if Faraday's working for the same people in Arasaka, or if there's another shady organisation who have now would have potentially taken an interest in David due to the information that Tanaka had in his head. That was a good episode. I can't wait to get on to the next one, and if you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.